Like, my favorite part is really, like, worship, because that's when, like, God speaks to me. And, yeah, that's my favorite. But, yeah, like, before I came to ATC, I used to think that Jesus was just, like, a light or something, like, not real. And I would sing to him or I would pray to him, but I wouldn't know really who I was praying for. Like, I wouldn't have, the language. And then, finally, like, God gave me the revelation of, like, I saw me in my room, like, singing to Jesus, and he was, like, looking at me like he was, like, a person kind of, and he had feelings, and he liked the way I am, he liked the way I dress, he liked the way, like, I act, you know? So I just saw him, and I think it's, like, important to know that Jesus is real. Like, he's not just a light or just something fake, because that's what I used to think. My definition of intimacy with God is when you go, you don't need to be around a group of people in a church or, like, manifest. It's just you talking to him, like, in the bottom of your heart. You just feel him and you just talk straight to him. And you, like, you know what to say to him. You talk to him about your day like you're talking to your best friend. It's not like you have to say, "Dear Lord, my heavenly." You don't need to talk like that. You just talk to your best friend, and that's all that matters. Like, that's what my intimacy is. Like, you read and you're interested in what you're reading. You're just not like, let's get it over with. It's like you're interested because that's your God. If you're thinking about coming to ATC, all I can really say is come, because you're going to come here. Like, my first day, I was crying and I wanted to go home because I missed home and I wasn't used to being away. But the second day, the third day, and throughout until the last day, God just been speaking and speaking. You just forget the fact that you're far away, and you're just so interested in God. And, like, it's so good. Like, I don't regret one bit coming here. I don't regret wasting my summer, because that's what I thought before. I thought I was going to waste my summer and I was going to waste fun at home with my real friends or whatever. But here I made friends that are 10 times better than my friends at home, you know? So, like, come to ATC, because the Lord's going to speak to you. I can guarantee it. If you're hungry, God is going to fill you up, because he's not going to, like, just make you come here for no reason. There's a reason for everything.
All right. So last night, encountered me, and he was talking to me about abandonment, and I felt like he was going to leave me, and he was saying I would never leave you. And I was praying in tongues, and, like, I felt like I couldn't breathe if I just, like, God was putting prayers into my head about our generation and just, like, how empowered we are and how we have, like, the power to change the world. And it just takes one generation to step up, and we can make a difference. So I went up stage and, like, took my fears, and then it just, like, God took over, and it was sweet. And then God was just, the other night I had a vision of me marrying Jesus and just his love and devotion for me, and so it was pretty cool. First year I came, it was pretty sweet. Second year, completely got delivered of so much stuff, and God, you coming here just gives God an opportunity to completely, like, change your life. So my second year I came here, and I didn't really want to come. I was kind of running away, because I was running away from, like, my home. Like, I felt like the reason everything was going wrong was my, like, parents' fault and, like, my family. And I was dealing with, like, not being good enough. Like, my entire life I just never felt good enough. And I came here, and, like, my heart was just so hard. And before I came here, like, I stopped crying because I felt like it was a sign of weakness. And I came up, and God was just, like, talking to me when I came up for an altar call, and he, like, was trying to make me cry. He was like, "You need to cry, you know, like, I'm going to break you down." And I just started bawling and bawling, and God was just showing his love for me, and he set me free of all that stuff. And then when I looked up, I was the only one sitting there, and God was like, "I'm here," you know? And it was just amazing, and God completely transformed my life.
Well, this is my 5th year coming to ATC. I just really have encountered the Lord this year, and every year I've come, I just keep coming back, because every year without fail, like, the Lord will encounter me, like, because I just, like, get all this stuff built up in my life, and I just, like, need the Lord to, like, deliver me every year from, like, different stuff, and it's just a really good place where I can just sit before the Lord and let him encounter me and let him just fill me up again. And what I really feel like he's done for me this year is just delivered me of, like, a spirit of pleasing man and a spirit of the fear of man, just because, like, I've always been so subject to, like, what others think of me and what, like, how to keep my friends and keep them liking me. And I just really feel like this year the Lord has strengthened me to go home and just not care about what they think about me, and not care about like just keeping them as my friends, and by not being radical. And I just feel like this year is different because I'm going back, and I'm gonna make changes in my everyday life to just encounter the Lord on a daily basis, and not just make it a recharging, but make it like a going to the next level every year when I come to this camp. Every year I come here, he does something different. He does something just radical in my life. And it's not like the first year I came, I wasn't really here to encounter the Lord, but he encountered me anyway, and he still is encountering me year after year, every year that I come here. So for someone that's skeptical about ATC, I'd say just do it and see what the Lord has.